Okay, welcome to Taking Action. I'm Chris Colombo. With me, as always, is Anthony Conover. We're going to go over Week 9, a pretty good week, and give you our picks on our main pick for Week 10. Make sure you subscribe to the Juice Reel. If you like us, so subscribe. I'd like to give a shout-out to Carmen Martucci, and why he's getting a shout-out is because he gave me a bobblehead for the show, and we keep forgetting to bring it.
This is a true statement. Sorry, Carm.
No, Carm. We feel terrible. So we're going to give you a shout-out. Your wonderful wife, Dawn, and your terrific son, Frankie. And let's not forget Jax. Okay, let's move forward now. Okay. Texans and the Jets. I think I went with the Jets. 21-13. Patriots and Titans. The light is rough from here. I think I went with the Patriots, and I think...
yeah, it was a push there.
A push, yes. Chargers... I mean, what was it? 4.5, 3.5.
No, it ended up at 1.5.
At 1.5. Well, when we gave it to you, I think it was 3.5 or 2.5. But we win that one too. Saints and Panthers, 22-23. That was a loser.
Upset there. Can't believe the Panthers finally got off the mat, I guess you can say.
Well, they upset at the Saints. I mean, that's not what you're upset.
You know you're not wrong.
Okay, Dolphins at the Bills. And I think I lost that one. Okay. Cowboys and Falcons. That was our main pick. 29-21.
21-27.
Oh, 21-27. What was I saying? Oh, that's the way I write. Okay. Broncos at Ravens. Ravens were -10. They covered by 110. Okay. Raiders, Bengals. Bengals were 9.5. They covered by quite a bit. It was 41-24. Okay, Commanders. That was another one of our picks, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay. They opened the 3, went to 3.5. The score was 27-22. We hit that one also. Bears 9, Cardinals 29. Bears 9, Cardinals 29. Moving forward. Okay. Jaguars at Eagles. And I think I liked, who was that? Jaguars. Getting 7 was a hit. Okay. Rams at Seahawks. I love the Rams. I said that. That was a win. Lions at Packers. Laying 4. I like the Packers. We didn't do too good there. Okay. Colts and Vikings. That was a pick. Laying 6.5. They win 29-13. I believe that was a pick. Okay, Buccaneers.
21-13, but still a win.
21-13. What's the difference?
Still a win.
I can't see.
A win is a win is a win.
I was supposed to have the operation in it.
Volcano in the eye.
Yeah, imagine. I got a volcano in my eye. How normal was that?
Are we talking
they had
like...
to reschedule the surgery, so I go to a specialist for volcanoes in the eye.
Are we talking like Vesuvius or like Hawaii kind of just leaking volcanoes?
I don't know, but it's volcanoous.
Okay.
All right. So, well, this was a surpriser. Chiefs opened at 10, went to 9. Buccaneers at Chiefs, and the Chiefs just squeaked it out.
Overtime. Yeah, overtime. Good game. Very good game there. I mean, Bucs lost. Both their wide receivers are still playing pretty well. Well,
the scary thing was Mahomes had a weird kind of injury where he kept misstepping and hurting, and I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it was his. I believe it was his left ankle. He's had a lot of ankle injuries in the past. I mean, even the Super Bowl a couple years ago when they played the Eagles, he was hurt going into the Super Bowl. Then he got hurt again in the Super Bowl. Continued to play through it. So he's kind of had a history here with the ankle injuries.
When you watch it, it doesn't look like an ankle injury.
No, I thought it was his knee.
I thought it was his Achilles.
I'd see. I thought it was his knee. Then they were saying on the broadcast it might be his hip, and then it finally came out that it was his ankle. I guess that's why I'm not a doctor, though.
You should be. Well, closer than I was.
Thinking about it.
All right.
Dr. Connie coming soon.
Dr. Connie. Paging Dr. Connie. All right, let's start out. Go ahead, Ant.
Yeah, let's go to week 10. And you kicked that one off with the Bengals at the Ravens. Ravens opened up 6-point favorites. That's up to 6.5. Total here from 48.5 all the way up to 52.5. So expecting a high-scoring game there.
I would say so. I really have no opinion on that game because of the points. I mean, the Bengals could play. The Ravens,
Yeah. No, I mean, if you technically look at it, the reason the Bengals have struggled this year is not on Joe Burrow. He has played some of the best football of his career. So, something to look out there, see if he continues it.
His receivers could use some stickum, though.
Besides Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is still unbelievable. But,
yes.
Everybody else, let's get it together here, all right? Giants at the Panthers.
Okay.
You would think that this is just a normal game. No, Chris. Good old Munich, Germany.
Munich, Germany.
Yeah, so we're sending our best products, the Giants and the Panthers, apparently, over to Germany. What did
House.
Yeah. Giants opened up 3.5. That moved to 4.5. That total from 42.5 down to 42. So not too much.
No clue what to do.
No, I mean that's just an ugly game. If you're waking up at 9 a.m. to watch that, have fun. The Bills at the Colts. Bills opened 3.5, went to 4.5. And that total from 48 to 47, obviously, still with Joe Flacco as a starter. So
I got to tell you, I lean a little bit towards the Colts there.
Okay.
I think Joe Flacco had a lot of missed opportunities.
Yeah. I mean, he was under a lot of pressure in that.
A lot of pressure, but he still had missed opportunities.
Yeah. The dump off passes.
Yes. He had a lot of them wide open.
They didn't adjust very well to the Vikings.
Okay.
Speaking of those Vikings, I was going to say.
The Vikings, go ahead.
They opened 3.5, went to 4.5. They're playing the Jaguars. That total from 46.5 up to 47. Yeah.
I like the Vikings there. Even though it's a lot of points for me to lay, but I like the Vikings.
Yeah, Jaguars definitely haven't done anything too special this year. Vikings are playing really well. I feel like a lot of people are waiting for Sam Darnold to kind of fall back to earth, quote unquote. But he's playing well.
Real well.
The Steelers and the Commanders. So news on both teams here before I guess we get into the actual game. Steelers, they traded for wide receiver Mike Williams from the Jets, former Charger as well last season. The Commanders, they traded for cornerback Marshawn Lattimore, formerly of the Saints. Obviously Lattimore, definitely very good. Mike Williams had some very good seasons with the Chargers. Injury history has kind of kept him down a little bit there, but Steelers get another wide receiver. Commanders get a lockdown corner. So it's 2 moves there, but for the game itself, Steelers at Commanders. Commanders open 2, went to 2.5, total from 44 to 44.5.
I like the Commanders minus 2.5.
Yeah, but I'm a big fan of.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah. I mean, Jaden Daniels is playing out of his mind. Probably, CJ Stroud had the best rookie season for a quarterback ever last year, and Jaden Daniels is doing the exact same thing this season. So they're playing very well. We go to the Falcons at the Saints. Obviously, you just talked about the Saints losing Marshawn Lattimore. I don't think in this game they're going to have Chris Olave either, as he's probably going to be out with a concussion that he suffered on Sunday. But the Falcons, this game actually opened as a pick'em. The Falcons are now 3-point favorites, total from 47 to 47.5.
I like the Falcons. Minus 3.
Big Falcons fan here.
Yes, big.
The Broncos at the Chiefs.
If they win.
Yeah, that is true. Chiefs opened 8-point favorites. They're now up to 9.5, total from 43 to 42.
I kind of like the Broncos there, taking the points.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's a lot of points, divisional game. As we kind of point out, divisional games are usually a little bit closer just because you see each other so often. But listen, I know the Broncos just got kind of blown out by the Ravens, but hey, we'll see. The 49ers at the Buccaneers, that game opened 6.5, still there. 47.5 was the total, up to 48. Listen, I was wrong before. I don't think he's going to play, but I do believe that the 49ers opened the practice window for Christian McCaffrey.
I heard the same thing.
They opened the practice window. So that means they have 21 days from that point to make a decision on if he's going to be eligible to play. I don't think he's going to play this week, but I didn't think Puka Nacua for the Rams was going to play either. So definitely something to watch out.
And it's not easy to say his name.
Puka Nacua.
Puka Nacua.
But definitely watch out on the actual official injury report because obviously I think you plug Christian McCaffrey back into the 49er offense.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a little something. Just a tad bit, maybe a little spark. Patriots at the Bears. Bears opened and stayed 7-point favorites, total from 40 to 39.5.
I mean, towards the Patriots, they're plus the 7.
You know what? I would agree with that. Patriots, I've been watching them, not even as a fan in me, but, Drake May has kind of lit a fire underneath the Patriots. I mean, you would think he's Lamar Jackson. He almost had 100 yards rushing against the Titans, throwing some nice passes. He had that miraculous play at the end of the game, running around for 10 plus seconds and then finding Stevenson in the end zone. So Patriots with the points there might be the play. The Titans, as I just mentioned, are at the Chargers this week. That game opened at 7,
7.5.
and now it's at 7.5. Total stayed at 38.
I don't lay a lot of points, but I don't see the Titans doing anything good.
No, yeah, the Titans, definitely not the greatest team you're ever going to see.
Nice name, though.
Yeah, big fan.
Especially for a football game.
Yeah, I like their colors, too. Big fan of the colors.
Yeah. Tennessee's a nice place.
No, I heard great things.
Yeah.
Great things. Never been. Maybe one day.
Music capital of the world.
The Eagles at the Cowboys. Eagles opened up as 3-point favorites. They're now 6-point favorites. Total from 48.5 to 44. And obviously the big news in this one.
Dak Prescott.
Yeah, Dak Prescott.
Was that a good or bad thing lately?
I mean, listen, that team is kind of out of it as it is. But, yeah, obviously no Dak is going to affect that big way. Cooper Rush is the backup quarterback for the Cowboys.
Is he any good?
Well, believe it or not, Dak missed a few games, I want to say last year, and he did come in, and I do believe he won a couple of games. Listen, he's a backup. I tend to think that talent wins out, so he's a backup in the league for a reason. If he was good enough to be a starter, I think he would be. But listen, as a backup, I think he's pretty decent. But, as much as the Eagles kind of struggled at the beginning of the year, they're kind of surging right now. The offense looks good. Jalen Hurts is using his legs. Defense has been playing a little bit better. So, I mean, with no Dak, I'm looking at the Eagles. I wouldn't say it's an official pick or anything, but I would take a closer look at the Eagles, especially with Dak being out.
The Jets at the Cardinals. Cardinals opened up 1 to 1.5. What do you like there?
If I'd probably go with the Cardinals. I don't know why the game still scares me. Cardinals are 5-4, so they're playing pretty good football. And I mean, they scored 29 points against the Bears defense, who has been pretty solid throughout the season. Jets obviously know that they kind of have to win out in order to be able to make the playoffs, so they definitely need the game more, I would say. But listen, it's hard to argue. The Cardinals are playing pretty well.
All right, on to the next. Lions. Go ahead.
Lions at the Texans. This is a game. I am very excited for this game. This is Sunday Night Football. Lions open 2.5. They're at 4 now, and that total stayed at 48.5. Obviously, big news still should be without Nico Collins, the number 1 wide receiver of the Texans. Obviously, no Stephon Diggs with the ACL. And the Lions just traded for Zadarius Smith, a pass rusher, kind of hoping to replace what they're losing. I can't think of his name. Aiden Hutchinson, kind of looking to replace the production that he gave them. So something to look out for there. But that's at 4 right now.
If I have anything to say about that, it's
they do love their Lions in Detroit. I was like I said, I was there.
I can't understand why they call them the Lions. There's no Lions in Detroit.
Well, what are they going to call them? The Detroit Motor Cities?
Yeah, Detroit cars. All right,
the Ford assembly lines.
The wedding place of the carnivores.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
That would be the final game. That's Monday Night Football. That's the Dolphins at the Rams. Rams opened 3, went to 2.5. Obviously, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp.
What was that? Who?
That would be Puka Nacua.
Okay.
Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp back playing.
Puka the Cool, no?
That would be Cooper Kupp.
You said that 3 times fast.
You know what? I would try, but I don't think I can.
All right, go ahead.
Kyron Williams, when the three of them are on the field, definitely a very good offense. Matt Stafford, we know what he can do. And, for the Dolphins, we kind of saw it last week. That offense is definitely looking better. I will say that with Tua being back.
Absolutely.
So definitely another fun, exciting game to end the week with, I guess. Monday Night Football. I think we got some good primetime games this week.
Yes, we did.
I mean, you got Thursday, Bengals, Ravens, and Sunday nights, Lions, Texans, and Dolphins, Rams. It's Monday.
Good games.
I can't complain about that one.
And I think it's going to be a good betting week also.
Yeah, there's a few games out there that we're keeping an eye on. I mean,
literally keep an eye on.
Well, yeah. Well, I got both mine on. All four. You know what? I got 4 eyes apparently.
Yeah, but I got a volcano.
I was gonna say. So technically, if I have 4, you have 1.
Puka the Cool is for my volcano.
We got it all covered. And I mean, hey, listen. Like I said, if you're not, subscribed to the Juice Reel with the notifications on, you would know that one of those picks.
One's already been in.
One's already been in since yesterday.
Yeah.
And very important because, those lines changes a lot. So I'm hoping that everybody got it when we got it.
All right. This is Chris Colombo and Anthony Conover signing off. Carmen Martucci minus a bobblehead of Chris Colombo. And good luck this week, and we'll see you next week.